This week we're featuring Malachite, new opal under the microscope cam, hessonite under the microscope cam. That's what it's supposed to be, but also the new opal too. So you get a double, two for under the microscope. Gansito on why'd I buy that, and I'll tell you why I pronounce it like that too. 12 new jokes, and with so much roughage, you'd think there's a dog. Also, I need people to write intros for me. I'm running out of ideas. I'm used to looking at products. I just look at a product and I'm like, how do they sell the product? And it's like, now more crispy. Let's see. Well, okay, here we are. Crying is good for baby's lungs. So when I want to work on my cardio, I just think about my life choices. Let's start the show. So I also gotta mention Lady Journey again, because they are fantastic, and they also mentioned me again. How glorious is that? You know what? I've realized adulthood means learning to me. That I love it when people say my name, say my name. Ooh, look at that. It just popped right in half. I'm gonna give you the replay on that one. Maybe I can give you the slow motion replay. Boom. It clipped and then I slipped forward. It's kind of neat because that part that broke is all sparkly. I'm going to show you guys under the microscope. I think I did a couple streams ago. Super slow motion. And I go forward and then I'm like, brain process this quickly, pull back. And then you can see me pull back. And then I pull back more than I want to, but it's a safety thing. So I have to slow down and then I go forward and then I lay it down so I can look at it. Boom. So anyway, love me some malachite. All right, back to normal speed. I guess that's it for that one. Oh, okay, this video is after this. So there's one video before it where this one comes off the stone that was part of the previous stone. So I'm going to show that. So here is where I cut off the previous malachite that you saw me working on with the last malachite related video. One of my most popular videos, I might add. Buds and Hazard, how's it going? Yo! Buds, I got some good stuff this week. I got some good jokes. Last couple weeks weren't that great, but I think this week's a winner. I think you are a winner. And not just because you came to my show, although that is, of course, part of it. Of course. Of course it is. Big chunk. Big chunk. Who doesn't love a big chunk? Okay, so malachite, right? It's usually got these like rings and stuff. And you know, it's like it's got the rings for the bullseye, or it's like swirly patterns, and there's the light green and the dark green. That where I just smoothed that over, I was looking at that and I was like, okay, so with the stone, The malachiteness goes like that, and it can go like this too. So for me to have that big of an area be one solid color is kind of difficult. So I told myself, all right, we're going to try and make this a big dark green gem. Now, if you notice up in the picture, boom, 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 there is actually a little bit of swirliness in it, which I like because it makes it look more malachite-y. I kind of wish it was the light green color, but the dark green color works, which we should show under the microscope cam. Going to Okay, had to check the video. It's not over yet. We are just changing from 240 grit, a sharp 240. I started with a sharp 240, and then I went to the sharp 1000, and then I can easily finish it. Because actually, Colette was asking about, and this is a Q&A show, she was asking about malachite. Oh, I got an email that says Jacob Downey is live on his channel. Isn't that it? Let's see, Malachite. When you tie a string to your gemstone and fly it like it's a kite. The joke portions are better than this, buds. We're getting there shortly too. I'm gonna speed it up. You know how I space off. You gotta remind me. Like Colette was on me to do the chat bots, so I better do that first. One thing at a time. Taking it slow, but going fast. Malachite color is green, but occasionally like a bluish green. Copper carbonate hydroxide mineral with the formula CuCOOH. This opaque green banded mineral crystallizes in the monoclinic crystal system and often forms botryoidal fibrous, kind of like prainite, norbs, little grapey norbs, fibrous or stalagmitic masses. Yeah, but the stalagmitic masses are all like orby too, so it's not like they're pointy, even though there are like tiny little fur point thingers, but we'll look at those sparkly parts under the microscope cam. It's found in fractures deep underground spaces where the water table and hydrothermal fluids provide the means for the chemical precipitation. So it's a grown crystal. It's not a metamorphic crystal where it's like pressure. You know, diamonds, carbon becomes oil, becomes coal, and then the coal becomes a diamond because that's the metamorphosis. That's a metamorphic. This is more of a sedimentary rock or crystal, really. It's a precipitated crystal, so it's not really the same thing, is it? Let's see. Mohs scale, 3.5 to 4. I was wrong about that. It's kind of hard, it's kind of soft, too. Let's see. And just a bunch of standard notes. Oh, I wanted to talk about where it's from, because Colette asked about that. You know what I should be doing now that that video is over and we're getting to the next one? Is I should show you guys what I'm looking at. There. Malachite in the walls of Outokumpu's old mine. So that's kind of blue. It's the copper, really. I mean, and it's harder than just like corrosion, like copper corrosion on a battery. That's like really soft stuff. But it says, oh, okay. Large quantities malachite mined in Urals of Russia. Earl Malachite is not being mined at present, but reports possible discovery new deposits of malachite in the Urals found worldwide, including Congo, Zambia, Namibia, Mexico, Broken Hill of South Wales, Australia, France, Israel, southwestern United States, most notably Arizona. Hmm. Well, there you go. Little bit of learning. How was your guys' week? Was it a good one? You ready to make it a good one? Okay, from that point, I'll just, since it's short, I'll just do this video again. You guys can see. So that was the point where I was like, all right, let's nip it off. Again, because you saw me saw this one on the last video, and then now I'm sawing it again, but it busted and it was real sparkly inside. So that's actually part of the reason that the gem is actually smaller than that, is because of the saw mark being deep, and then it was all sparkly. And so I've got to get rid of this much of the gem because I want the rest, the underside to be sparkly and the top to be that one color barrel. It's kind of like a beer barrel. You know? It, just me? All right. Anyway, this is where I kind of round it out, and then I take time to decide. I was gonna make it a bullet shape, but then I decided not to make it a bullet shape. See, there's the saw mark, and that's where it busted, and the rest of this is kind of there. And so I round it out, but then you see how it's flat? So I just went ahead and ate that in until it was even. And then I rounded this into a bullet shape, and then I was like, no, I don't like it. It didn't look right. And it is a little uneven. Let me get the microscope cam going. I'm singing for you because I love you. How many people do that? Quite a few, probably, because there's a lot of nice people out there. Do 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 do. Forgot what I was looking for. Desktop, intro, camera. You ever have one of those moments where you're kind of lost, and it's like you're doing something and you're trying to do something and you're thinking about something else while you're doing it, and that's part of the problem. But then it's like you come to from Spaceland and you're like, what was I doing? Where am I? What time of year is it? What's the weather like outside? That'll tell me what time of year it is. And all this happens in just like the fraction of a second that it took that malachite to split apart, but it's like very corporeal. Do-wop, do-wop, do, shadooby, shadooby, shadooby. I knew it. You guys do come for my singing. Okay, I'm not focused properly. Let me get... Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, we're doing things. It's real. This is reality. I promise. We got it. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. You. Yeah. Double. All right. So I wanted to look at this piece under the microscope because I want to shape it. But first, let's see, where is you guys being all cool? Martial artist, how's it going? I want to see the sparkly broke part. Okay, We're getting to that. We're getting to that, buds. We're doing that right now. Okay, yep, we got the chat bot going. You guys can throw some tomatoes. Tomatoified up in the place in case you want some ketchup or something like that. All right, so here is the gem of the evening. Nice polish, huh? I worked on you guys deserve it. I've been working on the show. I wanna do better. Okay, so there you can kind of see the malachitiness. In the daylight, it's more like you can see that. In the nightlight, it's more like just one dark color. Kind of more like the picture. And then we flip it. See, it's a little bit wedgy, not too bad. And that's the sparkly side, but you can't see the sparkles on the webcam. I don't know if it's a lighting thing or what it is. Hopefully, I can show them to you under the webcam Motron, which we will do, and then we'll come back to the garnet pieces here shortly. So there's the malachite, right? I mean, yeah. That's the malachite as I polished it. That's its mirror polish finish. There's the bands of malachite. So you see, this is a fairly flat part here, and it gets even gnarlier on some parts, waving up and down. So to be able to get one flat area to be the same color like that, to be all dark, you know, and not have light areas and dark areas, is a different story. All right, so this is the busted part with all the sparklies going on. And I want to zoom in on this so we can look at it a little bit better. Oh, yep, the more light we reflect on it, the sparklier it'll be. But I want to zoom in on it. Isn't it cool? It's like, I was thinking like a bezel mount, you know? So it would be like a two-sided like pendant necklace thing or like a two-sided wrist thing, but probably a necklace would be better because it'd be less likely to get damaged. And, you know, it could just like spin around. Fabulous gem. Fabulous observation, Colette. Thank you. I appreciate that. Man, those are tiny sparkles. Okay, I'm gonna try and shove it up in there like I'm sticking it up its nose. There's like a little plastic ring area. Yeah, I think we went past it. I think we're beyond the microscope's ability to zoom in. Man, those are tiny. So tiny. Sort of. It basically means that was a pocket of air. So it was like a dry period around the formation of the crystal. Yeah. What am I wiggling it too much or what? Can't seem to get it to focus right. It's holding it too far. I think that's about all we're gonna get. Those things are tiny. Ooh, they're little. So little. You know, when this thing was a bullet shape, I was like, it's a kind of a neat gem. This now, I am really digging it. I am digging this gem. I mean, I know it's my work, but I talk about whether I'm happy with it or not, you know? From the perspective of a creator of art, if I can call it that. It's like, am I happy with it? Yeah, I'm happy with this one. It's a nice piece. I hope you like it too. Okay, so this was the garnet right here, and it's got all these problems. But also look like how deep I'll have to go to get rid of that. And then also notice these little cracks going along here. They all kind of add up to a line. I love that shape. Well, who doesn't love a good beer barrel? Burp. You know, I gotta get your sound effect going again, Jamie. I think it was for the other account or something. Maybe I moved the sound effect file or something because I was doing things with my computer. Shout out to Kiwi Claw. But I made that sound effect thing. I should at least be using it. Okay, so yeah, basically this is going to be an upcoming thing and it's going to have stuff in it. I mean, but I'm going to try and get rid of those top two thingers. Look how deep I have to go to get rid of that. Still, it ought to be a nice gem. I need to flatten it out anyways. So like the way that it's thinner over on this side, I'll just kind of, since I'm going for the depth, I'll just go deeper on this side, and I'll probably, what I'll do is I'll come into this side and I'll level it out like that, and then I'll come back from the top and level it out, and then I'll come back from the whole top and level it down. So that'll probably be a thing. And this piece of hessonite, see, this is full of cracks. I cut this off of a different piece and it broke. I think I used the little grinding wheel. Oh, Jamie, I've got a joke tonight. I hope you can stay for it. I'm going to try and get to it quickly. I wanted to look at these pieces of hessonite. I have a joke that I think you will enjoy, and most importantly, I have been asking a lot of people, namely ladies, if they could give me some insight on like finishing this joke. And so I really would, two more pieces. I really would like your input. Look at this. Colette, I thought you would like this. Look at the flares in this thing. It's got blues, it's got greens, it's got reds. It's a nice big piece of opal. This was pretty cool. I want to shape it. I want to be careful with it because it's got a lot of potential. I mean, look at all that. That's a lot of opalescence. That's a pretty cool piece. And then this other piece, this is the piece that I think will work in the ring. Because it's got the right color. Looks like it'll split down the middle. Nice opal. Notice how you can see through it, huh? Pretty sparkly. So I'm wondering, is it gonna work? I mean, maybe we can use the other stuff, but it's the white of it's just not the same color. It looks like it under the microscope can, but in person it doesn't. In person, the other one matches more. So it's kind of like a UV type thing. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm going to have to chunk them down and find out. That's what we got for the microscope portion of the program. What do we got for why not buy that? More snack cakes. Ooh, man. All right. Finally on a diet. But I did have more pictures and I needed something for the why'd I buy that portion. So I snapped some pictures of these things called Gansitos. I don't know if that's the actual name or not, but I was okay. I searched donut, right? That was the thing that happened. I searched donut. I saw the Wikipedia and I clicked on the Wikipedia for donut, and the next like hour was kind of lazy haze because of my love for donuts and my love for learning. But the short story is, I wound up going into the snack cake rabbit hole and found this snack cake that said it had strawberry filling, it also had marshmallow filling, and it had chocolate coating with chocolate frosting. I was sold. And they're like, this is real popular in Mexico. And I was like, hey, they sell some of those, like, I don't understand what the word means, boxes of cakes, I think, probably at the store. And so I'm going to go ahead and see if they got them. It turns out they do. They got them. The very ones that Wikipedia said was popular in Mexico, they got them right here in America, in the middle of the country, where there's Walmart that has those in stock. And I got them. I tried them. I saw them. I didn't see them from that far away, but I did see them from this far away. They're down on the bottom. See, they got a little duck on the package. I don't know what, you know, it's like strawberry filling. It's delicious. I will say that it's shaped like a Twinkie, right? But it's more like a Hostess donut, like a cake donut with the chocolate coating on it. And then it's got the layer of strawberry and the layer of marshmallow. And here's the trick. I'm going to tell you guys so you know. What you do is you take it and you eat all the cake off the bottom, and then you fold it in half so it's like a double delicious filling sandwich. They need to put double the filling in it. This is America. We like a lot of that stuff. But, that's just another story. And that's what I bought, and that's why I bought that. Have you ever bought a weird snack cake? And why did you buy it? Maybe you don't like money, and you were like, I'm going to find a way to get rid of this. I can understand. But if you do like money, why did you part with it? Did you like that weird snack cake more? I did, and I might just buy more of them. They were pretty good. That's what I bought, and that's why I bought that. Why did I tell that joke? Where's the rest of the video? Oh, here we go. Okay. Is this part of it? It is. But I'm not actually doing anything in this video. I'm just evening it out, right? Yeah, I think I spent the whole video evening it out and turning it into a bullet, and it still didn't turn out right. Because then there's one more video of me doing that for like 20 minutes. Where's the final video? There. So that's where I decided to take it from being a bullet shape to being the barrel shape. We're in the barrel, folks. Let's see what I got. You guys are fantastic. Martial Artist 2012, the Jamie Colette S. Hi, Wally. How's it going? And Buds and Hazard, how's it going? Awesome people. Kiwi Claw, and all you great people out there in YouTube land. Alright, are you guys ready for a joke or two? I certainly hope so, because I'm about to try and tell. So, I love my robot vacuum. I'm telling it backwards, because we go through the good ones. AI is important. Artificial intelligence is important. If I could just explain to my robot vacuum how important it is that it listens to me talk about my day while cleaning my floor, I love it so much. I wonder if it has a vibrate feature. I really do love my robot vacuum, and that's why I've taped an engagement ring to it. We're going to be married. I don't know, maybe I need something that leads into the AI or the robot vacuum. I need something that really starts off that joke because it's like a cold start. It's like, what are you talking about? I love the letter X. It does the work of three letters: C, K, and S. No, E, C, K, and four letters. What? How? Who wrote this joke anyway? Jacob. I love the letter X. It does the work of four letters: E, C, K, and S. Need to pick up the slack. Plus, X marks the spot. Ask me a question. It makes me feel important. And if the question doesn't make me feel important enough, I'll pretend it was a different question. And I wanted to list some examples, but I haven't thought of any yet. In business, it's important to look successful. And successful means big. So now I'm going to start selling bigger business cards. We're going to call them the bigness card. Here, let me give you my bigness card. And it'll be extra hard. Let's see. Someone asked me about life in Iowa. It was Gladys. It was Gladys. Gladys asked me about life. Gladys Simon. Gladys Simon Room. Jeannie Kim and Gayla Rowe. Great people all the time. And Gladys said, talk about life in Iowa. So I was like, all right, well, sometimes in Iowa we go golfing. There's a lot of empty space out here, a lot of open space. So, it's fairly easy to go golfing because with all the farmland, you're at least likely to be able to hit the broadside of a barn. But, I'm out there golfing and I got this guy that I'm golfing with has two pitching wedges in his golf bag. And I say to him, why do you have two pitching wedges in your golf bag? And he says, do you see how one of them's a little longer than the other? And I say, yeah. And he says, well, the taller one is the pitch and the shorter one is the son of a pitch. Welcome to Iowa. I'll do this one. Okay. Recently, I was having trouble. Okay, Jamie, I hope you're here for this one because this is the one I was talking about. And I need you to help me. And I'm talking to all of you because actually, I will not. Mother Nature, friggin' perfect timing. Perfect timing, okay? Because I will not reject any advice on this one. I need a way to round out this joke, okay? And it's almost there. It just needs a way to like either round out or transition to another joke. Let me try that out. Because I wanted to tell you okay. Now I think I'm trying to think of the best way to start it off too because it's supposed to be kind of like an advertisement. So if I'm like recently I was having trouble. When someone was excited to tell me a story, I was excited to listen, but conversationally, I just couldn't keep it up. Until I got conversational Viagra. Why, just the other day, my girlfriend was telling me a story, and I spaced off. Boy, was she upset. I said, babe, this has never happened to me before. It's definitely not you. Your story is interesting. But now with conversational Viagra, I can listen to her tell me things all day. Even when she talks about what her mother thinks of me. Warning, if conversation lasts more than 4 hours, she probably needs to be held. So that's the bit, and I'm trying to brush it up or fill it out. Something sort of like that. And I think I got one more, Two more. Okay, two more. Two more. I love a good. You guys remember me talking about my chair last week? How I love my chair. It's a motorized chair, but I took the motors out and I put in a mechanical bull for when the ladies come over. And it's really because I love my chair. I mean, I love a good sit. I love feeling rested. Feeling rested makes me horny, i.e., morning wood, or occasionally, sometimes, afternoon nap wood. I just thought that the term afternoon nap wood is a funny term. And so I was like, well, we need a way to deliver it. And so that's what I've come up with so far. Speaking of, crying is good for babies' lungs. So when I want to work on my cardio, I just think about my life choices. Sort of like how I think about my inability to coordinate the joke portion of the program. I like that one. It flows pretty well. Thank you, martial artist. I appreciate that. I'm not sure how to round it out. It's like, I mean, if conversation lasts for more than 4 hours, what do you do? What do you do to stop a conversation? And how can we make that funny? But the idea is that you want the conversation to go on. So, all right, okay. Let me pose the conundrum, right? Here's the real joke. The Viagra commercial says if symptoms persist for more than 4 hours, freaking throw a party because that's awesome, dude. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't you want it to last for more than 4 hours? I want it to last for 44 hours. So, yeah, anyways, it's a real conundrum when they say if the conversation lasts or if this lasts for more than 4 hours, uh I don't know. So if it's weird, I think that's the difficulty is that weird spot. But call more women. Yep, bring more go get more ladies. Yeah. Thanks, Wally. You guys are all fantastic. Thanks for coming by and putting up with the show. And you're going to go out there and you're going to make this a great week because you are all fantastic. Colette S. and Mother Nature and Vijami and Hi Wally and Martial Artist 2012 and Buds and Hazard and Kiwi Claw. You guys are all fantastic. And all of you other people out there in YouTube land. Oh, I wanted to mention Steve Bennett did call me and he said his book is on Amazon. I'm trying to look it up right now. It's called Crew, and I should have looked it up ahead of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feature it next week. You guys have a reason to come back. All right. And I will post the link and I will share the love because you guys deserve it. I'll see y'all next week.